Here we go. As the Falcons take the what? From the 40. The Falcons take the ball from the 40-yard line after a good kickoff. Gabriel getting the swing pass. Whoa, what a play. Big game at 31 yards. Oh no, not okay, 16 yards. Or was that wow, what a play. I almost want to start this game over because I missed that first play, but let's see. That was a nice play right there. What play was that? That was that. Oh, wow. And this play, they never run this play. And he gets the swing play. Oh, wow. Well, I'm sorry. They never throw the ball to the slot receiver in this play, but they did here. And he gets it. Good play. First down at the 44. That's Reese. Reese trucking. Stiff arm him. Reese, what a dynamic playmaker is Reese. What a dynamic playmaker. In the flat. Wow. The Falcons, man. The Falcons are off to a good start. Great start by the Falcons. Exactly how they wanted to start. In this black versus red matchup. Of course, the Falcons usually wear red, but not today. As we see the play they ran, the stick. They ran a stick play out of the empty lion formation. What a play. Good play. Vic passing to Jones. Touchdown. Whoa. If Michael Vick is going to get passing opportunities like that, they're in for a long day. Can't make it easy. You can't make it easy for Vic to pass the ball. You're asking for it if you do that. Can't give him easy passes. Gotta make him work harder for it than that. Alright, now the Cardinals will get the ball, hoping to answer. Here comes Alex Smith. Alex Smith making his debut. Overload formation. They give it to the running back Johnson. Nice little gain. Good short tackle. Check out the Cardinals. This is a unit that's led by Larry Fitzgerald, but as of late, David Johnson has seemed to have taken the mantle. Larry Fitzgerald, the veteran, the older guy, but David Johnson is certainly the MVP of this Cardinals offense as they look to move on in these playoffs. They're certainly going to need production out of David Johnson. Alex Smith has been good. And this is the Falcons defense. Deion Sanders, probably the most notable addition. The shutdown cornerback has been nothing short of a playmaker all season long. On that last play, Vic Beasley tackled Alex Smith on a scramble. Now we're looking at 3rd and 4th. Alex Smith dropping back, and he gets sacked. And who else but Vic Beasley again, making the play. Such a dynamic athlete. He's more athletic than everybody he lines up across to block him. No one matches his athletic ability, and he's able to wreak havoc. He's able to ride that right tackle straight into Alex Smith's lap and get the sack. Great play by Vic Beasley. As Dwight Freeney was there as well. And if that's the kind of game they're going to have, man, the Falcons, man, on offense and defense, the Falcons are off to a great start. As Deion Sanders waits for the fair catch, we're going to look at this Falcons offense yet again as they take the field. I mean, last drive, it was so simple and so easy. I mean, they couldn't ask for more. If every drive can be like the last drive, I'm sure they would be happy with that. Let's see what they do here. They like to run out of this formation, and they do. You give it to Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders slips the tackle, then he gets tackled for a 5-yard gain at the 26. Tackled by Jones. Now it's 2nd and 5. The Falcons are lined up in a tight, strong eye. Barry Sanders right up the gut, juking and exploding up the field. Are they going to catch him? Barry Sanders at the 5. No, they are not going to catch him. Touchdown. What a move. What a move did Barry Sanders just put on that defender. Barry Sanders cut the ball right up. Normally he bounces that play out. Instead he cuts it up. He saw a lane. And he did not hesitate. He put on a nasty juke. They almost were going to catch him, but it doesn't count. Look at this move. Whoa! He was being chased by Buchanan. Buchanan looked like he might have closed in on him if Barry had to run maybe 20 more yards, but that was not the case. Barry Sanders, with enough real estate, to close in and get that touchdown. We're going to take another look at that run, though. Again, I'm surprised to see Barry cut that up. That play, most of the time, goes to the outside. But Barry Sanders saying, no, I'm going to take it up. He saw something, and Barry Sanders cut it up, and it was the right decision. Let's take a look at that before we would look at this kickoff. Wrong place. Look at Barry Sanders here, man. Let's just focus in on Barry Sanders and the way he takes this play. The hole opened up wide open, so it was like, how could Barry Sanders not take this play? Julio Jones with a dominant block, as it always is. The receivers have to get a big block if you're going to break. Look at this zone blocking scheme, though. Their left tackle rides him all the way out, takes him all the way out the picture. And the center's in a stalemate, but he's able to hold his man. And then the right guard comes out, double teams, comes off the double team, and then gets the seal block. Just enough for Barry Sanders. And once Barry Sanders is here, you're in big trouble, because now he can do whatever he wants to this guy, and he puts up a nasty juke, and with this explosive acceleration, explodes up the field, and it doesn't really start to give away till towards the end, and by then it's too late. So explosive. He shoots out of there like a bullet. He's so fast when it comes to exploding out of the hole and exploding out of a move, that it doesn't even matter if he's not the fastest guy in a race. He's so explosive off of the block that it's like he's the fastest guy. He breaks big plays all the time. And now the Cardinals are looking at a 14-point deficit as they take the field. Starting at their own 25, What are they going to do here? What are they going to do? That's the question. The Cardinals giving the ball to Johnson. That's their guy. And Johnson breaking the tackle, but he gets tackled. He broke one, then he got tackled. If Johnson can break a run here, that would be very ideal for the Cardinals. That's exactly what they would like. It's looking like in this game, Alex Smith. They want to protect Alex Smith. He doesn't have a big arm. And Alex Smith really operates well when he doesn't have to throw the ball down the field. And this is a vertical offense, though. Alex Smith, in some ways, does not fit the scheme. But they've managed. They've made way with the running of David Johnson and the play action. And they keep feeding Johnson. They get the first down. I mean, they've rode Johnson all season long. And Alex Smith has been smart with the ball. And these big receivers have been able to pull in passes when it matters most. But they're going to have to run a bit of a faster pace offense if they're going to keep up with these Falcons. And there goes Alex Smith scrambling. And he gets the first down. Well, close to it. Close to it. Second and inches. And this is the way they like to play. They like to play methodical. They like to work their way up the field gradually. Unless we see something different. Wow, big play, sack. Keanu Neal. What a play. Keanu Neal coming in on the blitz, not biting on the play action, going straight for the quarterback and laying a lick, laying a hard hit on Alex Smith. What a disciplined play. They bring on the blitz, and that was a very confident blitz. That was a very bold play, and they get the reward. Play action fake. Alex Smith rolling out, and Larry Fitzgerald almost was able to come down with that. When he gets hit, Alex Smith doing what he can, going towards guy in that situation, and it was Fitzgerald not able to complete the catch. So now 4th and 10, they're going to punt to Deion Sanders. Let's see if Deion's going to get a return, or is he going to wave this one off? Let's see. And Deion Sanders waves it off. He fair catches it at the 15. And Michael Vick is going to come back out onto the field. And Barry Sanders, the story of the last drive. Man, if they could hand the ball to Barry Sanders all day and score and move the ball, I'm sure that they wouldn't want anything other than that. Anything more than that, rather. And they give it to Barry again. Wow, and Barry gets clobbered. What a play. Carlos Dansby in the hole. A smothering hit. Here you go. They're in the same formation, and they're running the same play that they scored on. This time Barry takes it out. That hole wasn't there. He cuts it out. And that play, they stop him for a minimal gain. Calais Campbell stringing the play out and getting out there and making that tackle. Impressive. Very impressive. To see a 3 technique get out on the edge and tackle someone of the likes of Barry Sanders. Very impressive by Calais Campbell. Michael Vick now dropping back and looking, throwing up a prayer down the field, and it is incomplete. I guess Michael Vick figures, I'll throw it out there, and if my guy can't get it, nobody can get it. 4th down, 4th and 9. Good possession by the Cardinals. The Cardinals stepped up. They did what they needed to do, and they get to slow this Falcons team down and quiet the crowd just a little bit as they try to refocus on offense. Oh, no, that doesn't help their cause. Great punt. Great punt. A phenomenal punt. Had to take another look at that. What a punt. Now Alex Smith, they're going to start at the 10-yard line. And they want to get something going because right now, field position is working against them. Whoa, what a hit by Deion Jones. Nasty. What a way to start off this series for the Falcons defense. To make a statement. They're saying this is not by accident. We wanted you guys down here. Our punter pinned you down here, and we're going to keep you down here. Deion Jones, what a hit. And eventually, they're going to have to put this game on Alex Smith's arm. We all knew it was going to come to that. This is just too explosive of a Falcons team. Let's see if they do it on this drive. Here we go. Play action. Alex Smith rolling out. No one open, and he throws across his body. Whoa, almost. Great vision by Alex Smith. Great vision, but he missed that throw. That was awesome, though. That's what they want. They want Alex Smith to buy time and find the open man. Unfortunately, he missed that throw. Play action again. Alex Smith rolling out, looking for the open guy, throwing again across his body, and he throws the interception to who else but Deion Sanders. Deion high-stepping, and he gets tackled. Deion Sanders comes up with the interception. You just can't throw the ball late down the field against the secondary, especially if that man is in the vicinity and he comes down with the interception. And this right now, early on, is just not looking good for the Cardinals. They really put themselves in a hole here. They're in a very difficult situation. Let's see if they can get themselves out of it. 1st and 10 at the 29. And they will run the option play. And what a play. Great play by the safety coming up and taking Vic down for a 3-yard loss. They really thought they had something there. But the Cardinals are playing aggressive with the safeties coming up. And that's how you stop that read option. They really keyed on Barry Sanders, but they had to bring the safety up to stop the quarterback. 2nd and 13, Vic dropping back. Whoa, what a throw. What a throw. What a throw. And who else but Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham on this team is overkill. This team does not need him, but they do have him, and that's why they're so good. Read option again. Vic spinning. Spinning again. Vic a bit excessive with the moves on that run, trying to create something. He gained 6 yards. Now it's going to be 2nd and 4 at the 11. And they gave it. That was the option again, but they gave it to Barry. Barry slipped the tackle, and then he got tackled. Wasn't able to really get going, but it's so impressive. What's so impressive about Barry Sanders is even on plays where the defense won, so to speak, where we've seen Barry Sanders take plays like that for 80 yards up the field, where he breaks a tackle in the backfield or jukes or spins, and he scores anyway. As Marcel Reese converts. Great play. Michael Vick, man. When Michael Vick is on, when Michael Vick is not throwing interceptions, when he's not overly aggressive with the ball and he plays composed football, this team is unstoppable. I mean, literally statistically. When Michael Vick, I mean, they lost only one game this year, and when they lost that game, they lost the turnover margin. They lost to a more composed Patriots team. But when Michael Vick is on like this, man, they dominate, and that's where he's at now as Michael Vick gets sacked. But again, back to Barry Sanders though. We've seen Barry Sanders all season long. It's amazing. You could win the X's and O's battle. You could get in the backfield and get hands on him, and he could just, we've seen all season long. He'll spin out of it, he'll juke someone, or he'll slip out of the tackle, and he'll take that play up the field 40, 60, 80 yards for a touchdown. It's just a phenomenal thing that only Barry Sanders is able to do on a consistent basis. No other running back has that skill set to where even when you win, you still don't win with this guy. And it's extremely frustrating as this team is the most, and Barry Sanders is darting up. exploding up into the goal line, found a lane and just pressed the X button and he got in there. Barry Sanders touchdown. This team is so frustrating. They just, between Barry Sanders and Michael Vick, both guys where you can just have these guys dead to right, backs against the walls, and these guys make plays. We've seen them do it all season long. We've seen them in difficult situations. You know, when the game is down, when they're down and the chips are down, we see Michael Vick put the ball in his hand and put the team on his back and carry them up and down the field and score. We've seen Barry Sanders make improbable runs at the most unlikely and most unfortunate times for their defense. In this type of formula has them up 21-0 in the first quarter. Phenomenal. Now the Cardinals they got to get something going. Wisely taking the knee. The 25-yard line looks like a good place to start this drive. The Cardinals only 10 yards offense at this point. Let's see what they do. -15 passing. And they will continue with the run. David Johnson, nice little gain, and that's going to end the quarter. It has been a delightful one, but it hasn't been quite so delightful if you're a Cardinals fan or on the Cardinals. The Falcons have dominated up to this point, and they look to continue to dominate. Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Grab yourself a Snickers. Who are those guys? I don't know. All right. Vic Beasley with 3 tackles now as we highlight Vic Beasley. As he's up close on the line of scrimmage, that's where he's best. Vic Beasley jamming at the line. David Johnson, looking good. David Johnson has looked good. We must say that. He has looked good, but the defense has just been bettered. He's looked good, but the defense has still been there to stop him. He still has pedestrian numbers up to this point, but it's because of the great play of this Falcons defense. And there goes Alex Smith with his first completion of the game. He's 1 of 4 for 13 now at this point, 1 interception. Alex Smith looking to turn the tide as we begin this second quarter. Great play by Alex Smith. And Larry Fitzgerald beating the dynamic Deion Sanders on that play. Good catch. Good ball. 1st and 10 from the 44. They like to run out of this formation. Let's see what they do. And they're going to pass. Keep Alex Smith now looking confident. Gaining confidence back now. That's 2 completions back to back. Alex Smith looking good. And 5. And they give it to David Johnson. Oh, David Johnson tried to run him over and he got destroyed. David Johnson was going for the power move, but he got the power given to him. All right, 3rd and 2. Completion. Good play. Alex Smith, good play. Alex Smith has been good for that his whole career. He doesn't possess the arm strength of Carson Palmer, but he certainly does possess the ability and he possesses the accuracy and the ability to complete balls on a consistent basis. There was David Johnson, and he is tackled. Wow, David Johnson, what a play. Good play by David Johnson. Well, I'm sorry. Good play by not David Johnson. Good effort, but greater, but the effort of the Falcons is what is winning right now. 2nd and 14 at the 49. Cardinals moving backwards. And they go with the running game again to Duke Ellington. That was an interesting choice. Third and 11. Alex Smith throwing it up to Larry Fitzgerald. And that ball was tipped. Deion Sanders there to break it up, amongst others. That was a courageous attempt, but he was not rewarded for his courage. As that's incomplete. Deion Sanders right there. And that was almost intercepted as Deion Sanders tipped that ball up there. It's always a brave thing to pass against Deion Sanders as they threw against the zone. Deion Sanders was right there. That was the fade route, and that's one of their favorite routes to run to Larry Fitzgerald. He can jump over and catch the ball over just about anybody in the league. But Deion Sanders is certainly an exceptional athlete as he gives his all on every down. He goes up in the air and ends up on the ground, succeeding to break up that play as he laid out for that ball, went airborne and broke up that pass. The winner of this game will play the winner of tomorrow's game, taking place in Minnesota, as the Rams take on the Vikings. A lot of people are favoring the Rams in spite of the Rams being the away team, the traveling team. The Rams, they look good. The Rams, their defense is in sync, and Marshall Faulk has been absolutely nasty all season. He has just been phenomenal. Barry Sanders getting the ball here, spinning up, and they get him. They've gone to that play a couple of times. It's a nice play, but it doesn't give Barry Sanders the room to shake and bake like he likes to on that play. That's a play. That play looks like it would be very ideal for more of a power back. Oh, Michael Vick getting harassed, incomplete pass. But good play though. He's able to get rid of it. Incomplete pass. They should still feel good about where they are. 3rd and 6. Michael Vick dropping back. Whoa, completion. Julio Jones, what a play. Spinning out of that tackle, getting the first down. And what a pass by Michael Vick. Again, man, if Michael Vick is going to get into a groove passing the ball, they are extremely difficult when Michael Vick is passing the ball good. They're difficult to beat. Michael Vick with this, whoa, spinning out. Michael Vick. Again, maybe a bit overzealous with the spins, but that was a well-designed play. Very well-designed read option play. And they line up in the same formation, but they're going to pass here. And the curl route is completed. Deshaun Jackson with the completion. Let's look at the past 2 plays they run here. In the same formation, the gun wide off trips weak. Running that same formation back to back, completing passes. Very, very good for these guys. They are on fire. And here they have the slot runner fade route, Taylor Gabriel, and he clears out the defenders. And that is money all day to Beckham. That is elementary for Beckham. And eventually, if the game were closer, see Michael Vick, the gunslinger, he might have gone for this. He's not afraid. We've seen him. He'll throw those 50-50 balls up to Julio Jones, but right now, the Falcons are cruising. And Michael Vick is looking very comfortable in the pocket. That is a bad sign for the Cardinals when Michael Vick looks comfortable in the pocket. And we do the play action. And he throws it up, wide open. Odell Beckham, touchdown. Way too easy. Way too easy. Way too easy. You cannot expect to beat this team if you are not going to cover the receivers down the field. You can't give Michael Vick easy passes. Michael Vick can complete easy passes. You have to make it difficult for Vick. Michael Vick is a different kind of quarterback. He's a scrambling quarterback. You make it easy for him, you're really shooting yourself in the foot. You want to get him off his square. You want to get him scrambling. You want to get Michael Vick desperate to make him run. If you're going to give him the easy throws, you're really asking for it. You're making it difficult for yourself to win. So what do the Cardinals do now? They're down 28-0, and it's only the second quarter in the Super Bowl. Midway through the Super Bowl, almost midway on the dot, exactly midway. Here we are with a 28 advantage to the Falcons. The Cardinals are looking to cut into that lead. 1st and 10 from the 29. Wow. What a play by Dwight Freeney coming down the line and making that tackle. He made contact with the running back in the backfield, and he stopped for a minimal gain. They gained about an inch or two on that run play. Maybe a half a yard. Running the ball again is Johnson, and Johnson breaking free. And this is why the Cardinals don't give up on the run. Johnson, Deion Sanders in pursuit, and Deion Sanders is able to bring him down. But what a run by David Johnson. This is why they don't give up no matter what on the run play, because David Johnson is capable of breaking runs just like that. Whoa, what a play. Cutting and breaking tackles, cutting up the field. And now they are at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal. And Duke Ellington comes into the game and he's stuffed. Gain 1 yard. You got to respect that decision. They want to get as much as they can get out of the running game. They want to pass as little bit as you can against the secondary. But they're going to have to put the ball on Alex Smith's arm. And here goes Ellington again. In the running game now, paying dividends. Now, with this type of game that they just made, I don't know, if you're the Cardinals coach, maybe you feel good about running the ball this time in this play. From the 1. And they get in. The Cardinals showing dominance. Showing dominance, even though they're down, in spite of a 28-point deficit, now 21. But going into that, a 28-point deficit, the Cardinals having the mentality to dominate in the trenches. And to be physical and to be dominant, that speaks volumes about their will. That drive set had nothing but attitude all over it. In spite of what they're going through right now, they came out there and they bullied and beat up on the Falcons, and they have this crowd booing. That says a lot. To be down by this much, to have the crowd booing like this. And having the Falcons standing up. Look, they have this whole sideline standing. You would think that the Falcons were losing. That's how much momentum that they generated just now. And they're losing by 21 points. That was one heck of a drive. Very impressive. Barry Sanders will take the field. And Barry Sanders has been nothing short of amazing as we look at some of his runs. He hit the hole so brilliantly on that play and made that hit and hit that juke and got up the field. He's just been phenomenal. And here we believe that was just a scoring play. Yeah, it's when he darted up to the hole and stiff-armed at the goal line. You know, and in spite of the attitude and the grit of the Cardinals offense. If their defense can't stop Barry Sanders, they might as well forget about it. And here they hand it to Odell Beckham instead, and Odell Beckham gains 4 yards. Wow, it looks like Odell Beckham could have created more there, but he ended up getting tackled. But that was a nice, you gotta love that play call. Nobody was expecting that. Now they line up in a Trey open formation. And Michael Vick's gonna keep it and spin out. Michael Vick cutting. Michael Vick slipping the tackle. Michael Vick Michael Vick spinning. Oh my goodness gracious, I don't want to wake up my family. That was an amazing touchdown. 71 yards. Explosive. Michael Vick with the touchdown. Can you believe it? Did you see that? Did anybody see that coming? That last spin move, whoa, that last move that he put on there, I mean, it was already a phenomenal run, but this last move was abusive. Somebody call the cops. Michael Vick breaking how many look at, they could not bring Michael Vick down. This play was phenomenal. We are going to have to get another look at that play. I'm so taken back. I didn't even prompt the replay, but it's okay. We are here live, and it is going down, ladies and gentlemen. Super Bowl 52, Michael Vick scoring on a 71-yard run. Whoa! Just when you're focusing on Barry Sanders and all the things that he brings to the running game, they come into the game and they line up. And they fake the handoff to Barry Sanders, and their quarterback keeps the ball, and he takes the ball up the field 71 yards, slashing and dashing, making people miss, breaking tackles, slipping tackles. It's just, how do you deal with this? Look at this, look at this, whoa. And then that right here, was that even necessary? And then he just takes the ball up the field. Touchdown, Michael Vick. Phenomenal. Michael Vick is phenomenal. He is phenomenal. I had to save that clip. Michael Vick is absolutely phenomenal. He is phenomenal. What a game. What a game. What a game. Let's see if the Cardinals could do anything now to respond. I mean, their last drive was so phenomenal. It was so impressive to drive down that field and to invoke that type of reaction that they did with attitude, physically dominating the Falcons, and the Falcons responded. So what are the Cardinals going to do now? And here they're going to give the ball again to David Johnson. And why not? He's already had 94 yards for only 13 carries and a touchdown. Why not continue to give him the ball? It's unfortunate. They probably should have been doing this more so earlier. They were giving him the ball now, but he's just not he's in his groove now. And the Cardinals really would have liked to have kept this game closer up to now. Because their best asset is their running game. As Charles Clay takes that ball out of bounds, gaining just enough for the first down, and they move the chains. The Cardinals really want to get a touchdown here, going into the second half to give them some hope. They have so much attitude, so much swagger. And it's being questioned right now. 14 rushes, 96 yards for David Johnson. And they're going to keep giving him the ball in spite of the time. They can't give up on David Johnson. They just can't afford to. Here goes Kenny Britt breaking a tackle. The physical receiver, the physical Kenny Britt coming in there. Man. 2-minute warning, guys. as Deion Sanders talks to his coach. Deion Sanders is such a big part of their success. He's such a dynamic defender. It's so difficult to pass the ball on him, and they're gonna, and he's on Larry Fitzgerald right now in the slot. And it's 3rd and 3. Let's see what they do. Great play by Alex Smith, completing that ball, and they're going to go into their hurry offense now. With 3 timeouts, Larry Fitzgerald is in the slot at the top of your screen with Deion on him, and they will sack Alex Smith, and they luckily dive on the ball, and they are going to continue to run their hurry offense. 2nd and 24, no huddle from the 41. Alex Smith stepping up, getting the ball to Larry Fitzgerald for a minimal gain. Well, not necessarily, well, minimal considering the deficit, but it was a 10-yard gain. 3rd and 14, Alex Smith releasing, and Kenny Britt, what a play, what a heads-up play by Kenny Britt. Alex Smith throwing the ball in spite of Kenny Britt not being ready for the ball. And Kenny Britt adjusting in the last minute, catching the ball, and then holding on to the ball in spite of the contact. Wow. Not many guys can make that play, but Kenny Britt sure can. David Johnson gets out of bounds. They're not going to stop giving him the ball, even if it's just a flat. Even if it's just a flat catch out of bounds to stop the clock, they're going to keep him involved. Alex Smith dropping back, and he hits Clay. Clay with the stiff arm. Good play. Clay was a good addition to this team. He really fits what they try to do. He has been productive all year. A big part of why they're playing in this divisional round game right now. And the Falcons have dominated all game. Now we watch the Cardinals matriculate the ball down the field. Alex Smith releasing, throwing, Larry Fitzgerald catching, touchdown! Larry Fitzgerald. That time they ran zone. Deion Sanders was not covering Larry Fitzgerald, and instead it is Deion Jones in the back of the end zone contesting Larry Fitzgerald, and it is not enough. He holds on to the ball like always, and he comes down with the touchdown to give the Cardinals 14 to cut into this deficit, cutting the lead back down to 21. And that was man coverage that the Cardinals were up against in that particular time. Somehow, some way, the Falcons managed to allow Deion Jones to cover Larry Fitzgerald in a man-to-man situation. That had to have been a mix-up. There's no way they intended for Larry Fitzgerald to be covered by Deion Jones. That was a bit of confusion, and it cost them a touchdown. And again, this Falcons crowd is booing. They are not satisfied with the 21-point lead that their team still has. They are booing at every bit of success that the Cardinals get. They want absolutely nothing but the best. They do not care. They have no mercy, no remorse for their opponent. They are hungry. As we look at Michael Vick's numbers, nothing to boo, that's for sure. But the crowd's still finding reason to boo. As the Falcons will probably run the clock out. Oh no! And responding to the crowd, the Falcons actually pass the ball. And they get it to Barry Sanders. He's tackled in bounds. Tried to get out of bounds, but he couldn't, and they're going to let this clock run out. There they go. All right, what a first half for the Falcons. And, of course, you have to appreciate the resilience and the attitude of the Cardinals, keeping their fight in spite of and keeping their attitude. We are going to get into these highlights This game is phenomenal. If you're just tuning in, you're in for. Don't let the score fool you or the stats. The Cardinals are fighting, but the Falcons are simply dominating. They are the more talented team. Here we have Julio Jones early in the game. Vic hitting Julio Jones. Julio Jones making it look extremely simple. Catching the ball, eluding a tackler, routine touchdown for Jones. Barry Sanders cutting up into the hole and hitting a nasty juke on the safety, getting that touchdown. Then Alex Smith threw up a prayer, laid across the middle. What a no-no. Deion Sanders got tackled. Looked like he had something, but then he got tackled. Barry Sanders taking it in, cutting up in the red inside the 5, cutting up and taking it in. He's looked good all first half. Then they let Odell Beckham get free, and Odell Beckham got to join the party. And at this point, it was pretty much dominating the Falcons. But then the Cardinals come back, and they dominate the Falcons all the way up the field. And the drive had so much attitude that it actually provoked the crowd to anger. And then Michael Vick responded like he always does. He's a very responsive player with the most amazing play we've seen all year from Vick. And then Larry Fitzgerald, of course, responds with a phenomenal grab as they have a breakdown in coverage on the Atlanta Falcons defense. And here we are with a 14-35 game. Falcons in front, hoping to seal this up in this second half. But the Cardinals they seem to be still hunting and searching for their identity within this game. And it is not over. They have not given up. And as we look at, this is why the Falcons are up in this game. Their defense has been delivering the hits. They have been getting to Alex Smith all game. They have been ferocious up front and sometimes sending blitzes. They have been pounding Alex Smith. Alex Smith has not been able to get into a groove. 1st and 10 from the 25. Alex Smith dropping back. Hitting Nelson. Nelson is going to, what is that? It looks like a 6-yard gain. Yes. 6-yard gain by Nelson. Good play. Andy Reid. Oh, not Andy Reid. I forgot his name. I don't even know his name. Always enthusiastic, their coach. And then Johnson, what a play. It's of their best interest to not stop. They have to keep giving Johnson the ball. Even though they're down, Johnson is the driving force of this offense. He is the heart and soul. He keeps the offense moving. Charles Clay, great play, great catch. Alex Smith is looking very sharp on this drive. Good play. In the pistol. It could be a run play. And it is. Oh, it looks like he had something outside, but he kept it inside, and he still fights his way forward for a decent game. David Johnson has the elements that have succeeded against the Falcons all season long. They struggle against stronger backs. They're more of a finesse team. The thing with David Johnson, though, is he's not what you would necessarily call a strong back, but he is strong, though. He has the full gamut of skill. He's strong, he's fast, he can catch, he can make you miss, he can run over you. And he's had his way with the Falcons, to say the least. And now we're looking at a 3rd and short from the 44. Alex Smith missing the throw. Oh man, Alex Smith is going to want that one back. They come out looking really good, riding that wave of momentum that they seem to have conjured up in spite of the circumstances in the first half, showing her heroism, being very heroic, but not enough against this Falcons team that is the #1 defense in the league this year. the Cardinals, in spite of that, showing bravery, showing resilience. They are fighting. They are coming out there and they are fighting. All they can do now is hope that the defense can muster up the fight that they've been able to show us. The offense has fought. The offense has had a fighter's mentality. The defense, they really want to see the defense take on that mentality. Michael Vick. Stretch play to Reggie Bush. Cutting up. Reggie Bush almost breaking that one. Wow. That's not good. This time they go with Reggie Bush. And Reggie Bush making the defense look bad too. That's not good. They really want to get a hold on this run game. You don't want the second string running back to start coming in and start dominating you too. Because then it starts to send the message that it's not their superstar running back that's making plays on you. It's simply they're just better than you. They're just better than you, and they're going to dominate you. They don't want to do that. They really want to stop Reggie Bush. They don't want Reggie Bush to start coming in here and making plays. And here comes Reggie Bush again, and wow, and they stop him that time. They try the sweep out of the shotgun formation, and Calais Campbell says no. That veteran presence of Calais Campbell has been vital for the Cardinals all season long. Calais Campbell has been a big part of this team's success. He has been priceless, the GM puts it when he talks about Calais Campbell. Says you can't put a price tag on Calais' leadership. Michael Vick on 3rd and 5, giving it to Bush. And Bush becoming a bigger and bigger part of this game. That's 3 consecutive plays of Reggie Bushness. They are in the bushes. Reggie Bush is making his presence felt. And this is simply what they like to do from time to time. They like to switch it up. Reggie Bush is more of a north-south runner. If you would consider him, he's definitely a shifty guy. That's the thing, but he's more of a north-south runner than Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders is going to put on more moves than Reggie. Reggie's a bit faster, down the way. When it comes down to it, Barry is more explosive in the box, and Barry Sanders gets stuffed. They keep running this play. It's a decent play, but certainly not one of their best plays. But they certainly run it a lot. They've run that play 3 times so far. And here they go again with Reggie Bush in the game again. But this is their empty package. Reggie Bush is always on the field, almost always when they go empty. And what a pass to Beckham. What a beautiful, phenomenal pass to Beckham. Michael Vick continues to show excellence. All Bruce Arians can do is hope and bark on the sidelines and bark at his defense and bark at the referees. And the thing is, Arians he's a good coach all around, but he has a greater influence on the offense. Arians coming from the Colts, he's always had the offense under his reins. He wants this defense now to take on his mentality. As Vick gives it to Barry Sanders, and Barry Sanders juking again. What a net! He almost broke free again on that, but he was dealing with 2 people at the same time, and Tyrann Mathieu's going to get credit for the tackle. But I don't even know if that was even really, he really deserved that. I mean, Barry Sanders almost just kind of ran out of space there, but man, it's so exciting when Barry Sanders breaks free. And you have Reggie Bush in the backfield, and Michael Vick gonna throw the ball. Wow, what a fake. Michael Vick getting rid of the ball very quickly, very agile, almost getting sacked, but he gets the ball away to Delaney Walker. Now the Falcons knocking on the door at the 22. They're gonna come out in the shotgun wing tight formation. 3 tight ends, and they're gonna fake it. Tight ends down the field. Whoa. Almost completed. Good read by Vick. That was a good decision. Just not, the accuracy, not all the way there. And here they go again. This is that empty line formation with Odell Beckham in the slot. Let's see what and they go to Beckham, and Beckham it looks like he has it. Yes, he does. Odell Beckham's 5th reception, 84 yards. Odell Beckham is murdering these guys. He is just playing out of his mind right now. Odell Beckham wants this win. And they don't, the thing is, they don't have two Patrick Petersons to cover Julio Jones and Odell Beckham. Patrick Peterson is guarding Julio Jones. Odell Beckham is having a field day. And Michael Vick will keep this one on the option. Michael Vick juking. Michael Vick trying to find room there. They were able to get him, but a great play design. In spite of the defense being able to tackle Michael Vick when they reached him, the play design itself was good enough to get Michael Vick a 9-yard gain. Or an 8-yard game, rather. Now Michael Vick looking at a 2nd and 2 at the 7. And Michael Vick keeps it again. Excessive with the spin. Michael Vick has been spinning all day. Man, it just feels like if Michael Vick would have just ran the ball in, he would have been fine. But he chose to spin. And now they're looking at a 3rd and inches from the 5-yard line. Barry Sanders at the top of your screen out wide. Michael Vick on the draw. Michael Vick reaching up for the goal line, and Michael Vick at the 1. Michael Vick with the spin. They run the quarterback draw. Wow. Nobody saw that come. What a well-scripted play. That caught me off guard. And Michael Vick he fought for that. They tackled him right at the goal line. Right at the 2-inch line. You see there, the ball is right there. 1st and goal. Michael Vick, quick drop. Michael Vick tried to run it in, but runs into his own man. 3-yard loss by Vick. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Michael Vick's eyes got big, but he got stopped. There goes Barry Sanders, and they get Barry Sanders in the backfield. They're going backwards now. Barry Sanders with a 1-yard loss. Falcons are going backwards as this crowd quiets down a bit. As their team and their quarterback looks human. Barry Vick on the draw again. They tried the draw play again, and Michael Vick gets stopped. I guess they figured, why not? It worked. It almost worked a few plays ago. Let's try it again now. And the Cardinals weren't expecting it. 3-yard line. Here comes the field goal attempt, and it is good. The chip shot. So the Falcons still looking good on that drive, but they stalled out. The Cardinals did not look dominant on that drive, but they did keep at it. It almost looked like the Falcons just ran out of room and time and space on that drive. So I wouldn't say that the Cardinals have found their mojo on defense just yet. But on offense, they certainly have. They do have a mojo on offense. Their offense has done quite well considering the competition and the circumstances. Their offense has played pretty good. They have 14 points. And against a defense like this, you have to be appreciative of that. And there goes Clay again. Clay he's been there. And Alex Smith, man, he has been accurate all game long. He's playing mistake-free football, or at least very minimal, very small amount of mistakes. He did have the interception earlier, but that was very early in the game. And as of late, Alex Smith has been absolutely phenomenal as he completes that ball to Charles Clay. First and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Alex Smith drops back. Oh, completion to the tight end. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's David Johnson. Taken down by Keanu Neal. It's funny because Keanu Neal is the lone hammer in the secondary. He's the only guy back there that's going to hit you. And he owns that with pride. He owns that role with pride. And there goes Kenny Britt. Kenny Britt is taken down at the 25-yard line. Great play by Kenny Britt. Breaking free of Trufant. Beating him at the line of scrimmage. Very physical and strong wide receiver. It's very difficult to jam him at the line. He has the size, strength. He has the size, strength advantage on Trufant. First and 10 from the 25. Alex Smith letting go. And whoa, what a hit. That time, Deion Jones succeeded. That time, Deion Jones broke up the pass. Second and 10. Deion Jones gets stuffed right there. Here comes the fourth quarter. Wow, Alex Smith finding his man in the back left-hand corner of the end zone. Oh, so familiar. Wow. Larry Fitzgerald, what a play. Same type of situation with Deion Jones chasing him, and Larry Fitzgerald gets the touchdown. That is not fair. They are abusing these guys. And there goes Charles Clay, cutting into this lead. What a play by Clay, man. What a play. Now that cuts this lead down to 16. As the Cardinals have not given up their fight. Something that they've had all game long. They've been out-schemed. They've been outperformed. But they have not been beaten. They have not been outfought, and they are still in the game. And the game is not over, and the Cardinals will gladly let you know that the game is not over. Again, though, we still want to see this defense. The offense has showed fight all game long. Does this defense have a whiff of that momentum? And that time, they get Barry Sanders. The first guy to get to him wraps him up. He spun him around. For a second, it looked like Barry was going to spin out of that tackle, but he held on. 2nd and 8. This is a very key possession for the Cardinals. Fake. Vic rolling out. Vic in trouble. Has to get rid of it. Good play for the Cardinals. Keeping Vic at 13 for 17. 2 touchdowns. 172 yards. Good night for Vic. Good night. Vic in the empty formation. Vic is looking to deliver a strike here. But maybe he's gonna run it. And Vic spinning. Vic getting upfield, spinning again. Vic cutting up running up the numbers. And they're not gonna catch Michael Vick. Unbelievable. 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 Michael Vick putting the team on his back with the ball in his hand. Michael Vick doing it yet again. Extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous with the ball in his hand. He takes the ball 73 yards up the field for the touchdown. Michael Vick impressing everyone. He even impresses his opponents. What he does is just so amazing. It's difficult to tell what's more impressive with this Falcons team. Oh, and the extra point gets blocked, and it's not going to mean anything except for less points for the Falcons, as they're not going to advance it. But Michael Vick, amazing. Michael Vick is absolutely amazing with his ability. As I select the wrong play, Michael Vick's ability to escape and create is absolutely amazing. Let's look at this play here, and let's try to see what Michael Vick saw as we use the all-access view. Michael Vick, as you see, he has a potential throw there, but there's a safety in the middle of the field. There's from linebacker to safety. There's middle help there. And at this point, I guess he's confident in his ability to make this guy miss, because that guy was right at the first down marker. He needed the first down, and Michael Vick makes him miss, and then he advances, and then look at, like he did before, doing more than what you would expect. He's been a bit extra all game, doing more than what you would expect with his moves, but where it is counted, it has paid its dividends. Michael Vick made nasty moves, making people miss in a 72 or 73-yard run all the way up the field to the end zone. Michael Vick scoring that touchdown. Phenomenal. Putting the team on his back. It seems like it doesn't even matter if the defense is getting their momentum back or is getting their attitude back or their swagger back. It doesn't matter. We'll never find out, because Michael Vick is just dripping with swagger. Whoa. It's unbelievable, because Alex Smith, as we look at Alex Smith is playing a phenomenal game in these circumstances. Alex Smith is doing exactly what you want your quarterback to do. Alex Smith is driving his team up and down the field. He's possessing the ball, and he's scoring as well. But Michael Vick, unbelievable, as the Cardinals complete that pass in his 2nd and 5. It's just unbelievable to watch this. It's unbelievable to see a player constantly be able to respond and make plays in the clutch. Michael Vick is phenomenal. 2nd and 5 at the 34. Alex Smith dropping back, stepping up, completes the pass at the 46, first down. Man, Alex Smith really has a beautiful throwing motion, and it's such poetry to watch Alex Smith move around back there, step up and deliver the ball on the run. Oh, but hold on for a sec though, guys. Hold on. This may not be a completed pass. That does look like a toe tap. That does look like a completed pass. From here, let's see what they came up with. Third and 5 now. Alex Smith is looking to create. He needs it. Whoa, what a completion. That was very clutch. He needed that completion. If they're going to make something happen, they need to make it happen now. Alex Smith has been good all game. It's just been the defense. Alex Smith getting the ball to Larry Fitzgerald. Deion Sanders all over Larry Fitzgerald, all over his back. 2nd and 2 at the 48. Larry Fitzgerald's had a relatively decent game. Deion Sanders has been there, though. Deion Sanders with 5 tackles. 2nd and 2, Alex Smith looking to throw, completes the ball. Was that knocked out? Whoa, what completes the ball. What a play. Alex Smith, again, Alex Smith is playing good. He has stepped up. If the defense could respond with this type of vigor, Alex Smith has brought his team back, but the defense keeps allowing the Falcons to expand the lead. But as we see, Alex Smith has been heroic, ladies and gentlemen. And then there he can't do enough. He can't do enough there as Claiborne gets the sack. What a play by Claiborne. As we watch what they like to Claiborne bump on passing downs when they go into their nickel. Claiborne bumps inside to the defensive tackle. And right there, he's just too much for the guard. Claiborne with his moves, his power moves, is just too much for the guard. And he gets to the quarterback. Sack. Alex Smith trying to do all that he can. At this point, the services of David Johnson are nullified. They gotta pass the ball. Alex Smith complete to the 39, setting up a 3rd and 9. Let's see what Alex Smith can do. He's been poised all game. Throwing against this talented Atlanta secondary, and there goes a false start. False start by the Cardinals. That is not good. Third and 14. Alex Smith. The Arizona Cardinals. They must have it now. Alex Smith completing the pass to his tight end. Nichols, touchdown. Whoa. What a play. 44 yards. This has been the second half for Alex Smith. The Falcons got off to this hot start. And Alex Smith appears to have brought his team back. And he continues to play with fire and vigor and courage, delivering strikes, driving his team up and down the field. The Cardinals, can they get a stop? Can they stop? Well, first, before we answer that, we have to see what this conversion is going to look like if they're going to get it. Shotgun formation. Alex Smith releasing. Oh, and they break it up. Wow, they got to get something out of their defense. I don't mean to jump ahead, guys, but they got to get something out of their defense. Their defense has not given them anything. And the Falcons have taken everything. So let's see what the Falcons' approach is. Are they going to go into run clock mode? Are they going to run the clock? Or are they going to continue to push the ball down the field and make plays with that man right there, Michael Vick, scrambling and running up and down the field on these guys? He has been absolutely deadly. And of course his running back, Barry Sanders, has been phenomenal as well. Michael Vick, play action. So they're going to continue to keep the foot on the gas, and Michael Vick throwing an incomplete pass there. And that happens with Vick, though. That happens. Vick is not the most accurate passer, but he makes up for it with his legs. All right, 2nd and 10. The Cardinals, in an ideal situation up to this point. They like to run out of this formation, and they give it to Barry. Barry with space. Barry Sanders almost broke free again there. Whoa. They got lucky. Still unfortunate. They didn't want to give up the first down there. They gave up the first down. They want to get this stop. They must stop the Falcons. 1st and 10 from the 38. Faking the end. Oh, giving the end around. Odell Beckham keeps it, a little razzle-dazzle. Wow, they are really trying to put away this team, giving Odell Beckham the end around. They really want to put these guys away. And they wrap them up. And this team was pretty evenly matched as far as the overalls are concerned. But it just seems like the Falcons just they're just a more cohesive unit. As Michael Vick, look yet again, all game long, Michael Vick with 198 yards rushing. Michael Vick has been devastating on the ground. He has been absolutely devastating. It seems like it's like the passing game just isn't moving fast enough for him. He just tucks it and takes it. He has 3 passing touchdowns up to this point, but he just tucks it and he takes it, and it's so effective. Here you go. Here come the Falcons. Mike dropping back again is Vick. Oh, and Vick throwing another incomplete pass. Man, the Cardinals it would really benefit the Cardinals to get their hands on one of these errant throws that Michael Vick is throwing. If Patrick Peterson could get his hand on one of those throws, it would be really good for the Cardinals' cause. From the 39, Vick rolling out, gets the check down to his tight end, Delaney Walker. 39 now from the 38. We definitely see a difference here. We do see a difference in the Cardinals' defense. In spite of Michael Vick scrambling, we definitely see some playmaking, some plays being made on the Cardinals. Oh, as I speak, did I speak too soon? Michael Vick, when it counts, throwing the dart across the middle to Taylor Gabriel, crossing the defense. It looked like they were in man coverage that time, and ouch, perfect play call by the Falcons to call the crossing pattern against man coverage, and Michael Vick throws a dart when it counts. That could be the dagger, ladies and gentlemen, as they're going to burn more clock, move deeper into scoring range. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, could be the dagger as they look to keep the clock moving. They're going to run the ball here to Barry Sanders, and Barry Sanders is going to juke. He cuts up. Another move. Barry Sanders is into the end zone, and that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I hate to call this game over too soon, but 50 points right now. If they get the extra point, 51-28. I mean, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, it is hard to fathom the Cardinals being able to come back. This is just absolutely phenomenal. The playmakers on this team, they only lost to the Patriots this season. The Patriots were able to beat these guys. Tom Brady was absolutely surgical, and the defense was absolutely flawless. They stayed in their gaps, and it's hard to imagine, but they were able to really smother Barry Sanders and keep a lid on this Falcons offense. As they move forward in these playoffs, the next team is going to have to do that. We've seen the Falcons struggle against the Rams. The Rams have a fast defense, and the Rams, they're a very hard, aggressive defense as well. They actually do pretty well against the Falcons offense, and they're able to keep pace. That's always a good matchup. So even though they look unstoppable here, guys, there are certainly teams out there that could match with these guys. And a lot of people are favoring the Rams to beat the the Vikings, I should say, in their game tomorrow at 4:30 Sunday Eastern Time. Alex Smith now. I mean, we really can't criticize Alex Smith. There's nothing you can say about Alex Smith's performance. Alex Smith has been nothing short of phenomenal. But unfortunately, Alex Smith is on the team that is down by a lot of points. If I could do my math correctly, they are down by 23 points. It is unfortunate because Alex Smith he hasn't been the lone bright spot, because David Johnson is over 100 yards and he was good too. But this Falcons offense is just too much, and just a bit superhuman, while the Cardinals have been extraordinarily human. They've been good, but they haven't been quite superhuman like the Falcons offense has been today. And it's, even though they've been good, it just hasn't been enough. And that defense just could not keep up with this Falcons offense. And right now it's garbage time. They're going to pad the stats. Alex Smith rolling. He's going to get sacked again. He's still out. He's still fighting. He's still fighting. And the Falcons defense said, hey, you're going to fight. We're going to fight too. And they don't mind racking up these sacks. Wow, what a game by this Falcons team. What a game, what a game, what a game.
Wow, what a game by this Falcons team.
Larry Fitzgerald taking the ball out of bounds. Again, this has been what they've done all game long. Larry Fitzgerald has been there all game long as he closes in on 100 yards receiving. They have exceeded expectations on what they were going to be able to do against this defense. This Falcons defense, guys, it's the #1 defense in the league. No one expected the Cardinals to be able to put up these type of numbers, but of course no one also expected their defense to be dominated the way it was dominated all game long. As we see, they were in the cover 3 that last possession, that last play. Deion Sanders not on Larry Fitzgerald. And Larry Fitzgerald able to capitalize, that's when he's got his yards today. He's gotten his yards when he hasn't been locked down in man coverage by Deion Sanders. Deion has been very good today in coverage, but he hasn't been as Deion blitzes right there. I mean, they gotta switch. They switch it up. They don't run man coverage every single play. And Larry Fitzgerald and the Cardinals, they have capitalized on that, but again, it just hasn't been enough. They've had to be patient. They've had to move down the field patiently as we watch them check downs and making Alex Smith being smart with the ball, but it's not enough when you're going up against an explosive, absolutely explosive team like the Atlanta Falcons. Just absolutely explosive. Absolutely. Breaking up that ball. Desmond Trufant, man. Desmond Trufant has really, he's been phenomenal playing opposite of Deion. He got a ton of interceptions this year. 7 interceptions. They threw the ball his way a lot. He gets a lot more chances, and he capitalizes. He likes to think of himself as being just as good as Deion. And they like to try him more, and he's capitalized. Even right there, you see him there breaking it up. Deion doesn't get tried as much. They don't throw the ball to Deion's side that much. But Desmond Trufant, he gets tried a lot more than Deion, and he's made offenses pay all season long. Desmond Trufant is no slouch, and he has certainly shown that this year. As they hurry a ball in, and we've seen that often this year too. Right there, they hurrying the ball into the man covered by Deion Sanders, and the timing's just off. I mean, the presence of Deion has just been that effective all season long. Man, it's going to be an exciting game next week. Whether the Falcons are taking on Marshall Faulk and the Rams or Randy Moss and the Vikings. Yeah. But as we look at that last play, the past 3 plays, they've been in man coverage. As we look at a 4th and 10, just to give you an idea of how good this team runs man coverage. As we observe, Deion Sanders right there. They really try to get that ball in quick. Deion Sanders running with Kenny Britt, just running with him, and they try to get that ball in as fast as possible, Alex Smith, because you're throwing against Deion Sanders. It's a scary thing for any quarterback. Anything could happen. We've seen him take balls back, and that time is incomplete, but it really doesn't matter though. 2 minutes left on the clock. This game's over. As we look at the bottom, the New England Patriots absolutely clobbered the 15-1 Chiefs. The Chiefs were extremely impressive. They didn't lose a game until the last week of the season. And then now they're losing again, which is unfortunate. So their past 2 games they've lost after winning the first 15 games of the season. That is a very heartbreaking way to end the season. The absolute worst way imaginable to end the season. 2 losses and being kicked out the playoffs. That's the Chiefs' season. Joe Montana has been phenomenal for them all year. And as the Falcons take the field, they look to run the clock out. And there goes Barry Sanders running this clock out. And we are going to... Oh, shit.